Yo, welcome everyone. In the past 24 hours, over 380,000 traders were liquidated, and the total liquidations comes in just below 1.5 billion US dollars. That is something that we have been expecting simply because yesterday we talked about our Bollinger Bands and we said that most probably a significant move is going to happen literally this specific week. If we start losing the value area low, measuring our entire bottom price action right here, it is going to be a significant bearish Bitcoin indication. And also it does look like, unfortunately, Bitcoin has not been able to reclaim this specific level towards the upside. Bearish indication, let's look for much lower price targets. Now, to be honest, of course, as I said yesterday, I want to get out of my long or buying positions, at least the ones that I entered at approximately, let's just say, 94,000 US dollars on the Bitcoin chart itself. However, I am, as of right now, still holding some of my bigger long positions, not only on Bitcoin, also on some other altcoins, and also in today's video, we are going to talk about why the bottom for Bitcoin is most probably coming to an end at a very important area of support. Because yes, one of the most important indicators is, as of right now, already flashing a buy signal. But nevertheless, let me right now talk about another very important volume level that is right now being lost. Measuring literally the entire upper price action with the volume right here on the daily time frame, unfortunately, Bitcoin is also losing the level at 92,300 US dollars, losing such an important value area low where most probably we are also going to see some candle closes below it, is actually another bearish Bitcoin indication. But most probably right now you're wondering why I am telling to you that potentially the bottom can be in approximately at this specific area, and we might even see some kind of a bounce towards the upside. Of course, once again, I am not trying to predict if Bitcoin is going to go up or if Bitcoin is going to go down. We are going to wait for a confirmation, which is then going to be reclaiming the very important, once again, value area low at 92,300 US dollars. But the reality right now is, on the daily time frame, going with the RSI indicator, clearly it does look like we are right now finally reaching the oversold area. And maybe you're going to be surprised the last time that Bitcoin actually reached the oversold area on the RSI indicator. It happened already back in August 2024. After that, Bitcoin, after grabbing the liquidity below the recent low, got an explosive move literally straight towards the upside. Additionally, we were also oversold approximately right here, even a bullish divergence was formed, and then we also got some kind of a bounce towards the upside. So overall speaking, looking at the oversold area right now on the RSI indicator, and also knowing we are trading at some very important levels, of course, yes, we could potentially expect some kind of a bounce towards the upside. But as we said before, we are going to trade on a confirmation, and additionally later in the video we also need to talk about our very important L8 count, and also we are going to pay attention to the volume, because volume for the past couple of days is looking very interesting. But now let me actually show you that it really does look like majority of the market is right now definitely scared. They are most probably panicking at the area of support. They are panicking while the RSI indicator on the daily time frame is screaming a buy signal, and additionally most probably some people are also panicking because they have gotten wrecked. Of course, once again, I did get stopped out on my long or buying positions, but nevertheless, everything is going according to plan. Yesterday we said, if we lose the value area low, bearish indication, let's look for lower. And that is also right now why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now, let's talk about the corrective structure Bitcoin could be forming literally exactly at this specific area. And also later in the video, we are going to look at very briefly Ethereum, and additionally, I also need to cover XRP, because already yesterday we talked about this specific area of support, but we were prepared to long at this area only if Bitcoin would see a reaction below the recent low. But more about the altcoins slightly later. Now we need to talk about the ABC correction that could be taking place, let's just say on the 4-hourly, maybe even on the daily time frame. But maybe right now you're going to ask me, bro, why are you still talking about the correction? It clearly does look like we are moving quite impulsively towards downside, and the reality is, yes, on the 4-hourly time frame, volume for the past couple of hours is clearly increasing towards the upside. Bearish Bitcoin indication. However, once we zoom out and look at the bigger picture, maybe you are going to be surprised. Clearly, you can notice how nicely volume has been dropping towards downside the entire time Bitcoin has been forming this specific price action right here, which most probably means that this entire choppy move towards downside can still actually be a part of a bigger ABC correction. What exactly do I have in mind? If we go right now simply with our WXY correction right here, because most probably it is some kind of a complex correction, we can right now simply say that this entire first move towards downside, where Bitcoin already bottomed out temporarily at approximately 91,000 US dollars, was actually some kind of a W wave. The entire choppiness approximately at this specific area was some kind of an X wave, and as of right now, we can actually be forming the last part of a correction, which is then simply going to be our Y wave. Now, with our Y wave, usually we are talking about a 5-wave price structure towards downside. That being said, if we are right now paying attention to the price action on the 4-hourly, maybe even on the 2-hourly time frame, we could potentially talk about some kind of first impulsive wave right here, correction. Another impulsive wave, which is going to be the third elite wave, and this one right here also looks very, very nice, especially if you look like that. It does look very, very impulsive. After that, some kind of the fourth elite wave, and then another push towards downside for Bitcoin to finally bottom out at approximately, let's just say, 95,000 US dollars. I am going to share with you exactly what is still a very nice support level for Bitcoin, but nevertheless, this right here can right now be still our bullish plan. The problem is going to happen if our daily support level right here, and also if our previous lows right here, are not going to be able to hold. In that case, significant bearish Bitcoin indication, and only then we are literally going to look for another significant collapse towards downside. But the reality is, as of right now, volume is decreasing on the entire move down, and also at the moment at least, the support area right here is holding. Now, additionally, we can even go one step further. So if we once again identify this WXY correction, how are we getting the price targets of our Y wave? We can be using Fibonacci extension price targets. That being said, let's go right now with our trend-based Fibonacci extension tool. We are going to go from the high right here, back towards the low, back towards our recent high. And as of right now, literally as we speak, we are trading at the 0.618 Fibonacci extension price target. Now, do I think the bottom for Bitcoin is in because Bitcoin hit this specific price target right here? To be honest, we cannot really talk about the bottom right there simply because we are not seeing any major sign of strength. As we said before, for a sign of strength, for us to say with a higher probability that Bitcoin is going to continue towards a brand new all-time high, we need to see a reclaim of the value area low at 92,200 US dollars. If we are not able to reclaim the value area low in the next couple of days, I do think it's quite a significant bearish Bitcoin indication, especially if we are going to start losing the area of support at approximately 86,500 US dollars right here. But of course, because we are trading at the area of support, because the daily indicator on Bitcoin is as of right now still oversold, this is not the area for us to look for another short or a sell position, but only for a potential long or a buy. And that is why I still do think it's quite smart for you to secure the free bonuses using the links down below. Bybit Exchange is offering to you a 30,000 US dollar free in welcome rewards after you register, after initial deposit. And yes, you do need to create some volume right here, but nevertheless, you're going to get the bonus and you can also trade with the bonus. Additionally, BitUnix Exchange is with the second link down below, without KYC, without VPN, offering to you also an insane bonus. And additionally, I have been able to negotiate for you to get the VIP level 3 and also 10 USDT only on a sign up, but this specific bonus is actually capped to only 300 users. So take advantage of the bonuses using the links down below, because in the next couple of days, of course, if we are talking about the bottom right here, we can definitely look for another long or a buying position literally on the entire cryptocurrency market. Now, let's talk about this very important support level that we really want to hold. Otherwise, things can get ugly very, very fast. And we are simply going to talk about our daily level, as it's already as of right now on the chart right here, but also we are going to go with the anchored VWAP. This specific anchored VWAP is going to be anchored literally exactly at the low at 55,000 US dollars approximately, literally exactly also when the RSI indicator was at the oversold area right here. So we are anchored literally at the lows before the entire move towards the upside actually occurred, and you can right now see that this specific level is coming in at approximately 83,000 US dollars on the Bitcoin chart itself. Now, additionally, we can also go with another level, which is going to be the liquidity level below our recent low, slightly higher at 85,200 US dollars. So let's just right now establish a very simple and easy to follow plan, something we have been doing not only on Twitter, but of course also on YouTube. We are having very simple invalidation levels, we are also having very simple price targets, and we know also exactly where we are potentially prepared to take another trade. Even yesterday, for example, I actually said to you, so far so good, but we really want to close the 4-hour candle above the recent low. If bulls fumble this, the next move won't be pretty. So everything as of right now is actually going right now according to plan. We knew no 4-hour candle close above our recent low, bearish indication, and we are looking for lower targets. So that being said, as of right now, clearly you can notice we hit our daily, lower we still have our liquidity level and also the anchored VWAP. So how can we right now tie everything together and make a very simple plan? If the bottom is actually as of right now in, we need to see the value area low reclaim literally in the next couple of days, in the next couple of hours. If Bitcoin is not going to be able to do that, of course we are looking for another move towards downside. Literally exactly what I said before to you. We are actually identifying the first impulse right here, correction. Another impulse, another correction. For example, if Bitcoin does see a temporary bounce toward the upside, another move down for the liquidity level, and of course also for us to tap the anchored VWAP, and then we should really start moving toward the upside. If we are not moving toward the upside, bearish Bitcoin indication, and to be honest, we are looking for much lower. Why for much lower? Simply because look at how fast Bitcoin moved towards the upside at this specific area. We have not formed any support levels right here, so that being said, this right here is the last support level. If broken towards downside, bearish, and we are going to look for much lower targets, let's just say at approximately 76,000, maybe even 73,000 US dollars on the Bitcoin chart itself. Let's see if this specific support level right here is going to hold. Let's see if the buy signal on the RSI indicator is once again going to prove us that it was actually a good signal and we are looking for a buy or a long position. But nevertheless, right now, let me also share with you what has been happening with Ethereum and of course also with XRP. Fortunately for us, with both of those charts, for example, going with the XRP chart and also with the Ethereum chart right here, it really does look like we are still forming another higher low. Fortunately, we are not going even lower on both of those charts and actually paying attention to different altcoins. Maybe even going with the Cardano chart, it still looks like some of the altcoins are as of now forming another higher low, which is a good thing if you actually ask me, but nevertheless, we still need to be prepared for another trade on all of those altcoins. So my plan is right now very simple, where I am looking to potentially fire another trade on Ethereum and also on XRP USDT. That being said, I'm right now paying attention first of all to Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going to be trading at the liquidity level right here and at the anchored VWAP? If that is going to be the case, and if we do see a nice reaction towards the upside, reclaiming first of all the daily area of resistance, in that case I am going to be interested to fire another trade on Ethereum and also another trade on Ripple right here. But in that case, we should not be trading below our recent lows. I still want to see both of those altcoins to have some kind of a bullish sign, which is going to be another higher low on both of those charts. Let's see if we are going to be able to see that. But once again, also pay attention right now for the next couple of days to the Bitcoin chart itself, because at the moment we are really trading at some critical and very important must-hold support areas. If those support levels are going to be lost, expect a bigger drop towards downside. However, I still do think ideally if we are going to be able to reclaim our value area low, and especially right now that the RSI indicator is at the oversold area, I really want to see another all-time high, and of course for our long or buy positions to be even more in profit. That being said, if you want to trade with us, take advantage of the free bonuses using the links down below after you register and after initial deposit, without KYC, without VPN, and also thank you for smashing up the like button.